In other news, many of us hear on the news about the devastating impact of alcohol and alcoholism, but for some it hits very close to home. We learned one man's story during an event at the Pasadena Recovery Center, which some of you may know houses Dr. Drew's rehab reality shows. CCN's TK Trinidad was at the event, and she joins us now live with more about this. Hi, TK.
Hi, Tam.
What was it like?
It was an amazing experience. Jerry Moe is the Vice President and National Director of the Children's Program at the famous Betty Ford Center. He gave a presentation on Friday during which he spoke candidly about how alcoholism nearly destroyed his family. Now he works with kids of alcoholics to help them stay away from some of these problems he faced as a child.
Jerry Moe says growing up with an alcoholic father has shaped who he is today. He often recalls the times his father didn't come home following one of his drunken binges.
I remember I was 6 years old, and it was Christmas Eve. And Christmas Eve in our family was when we opened the majority of our presents, and there'd be something under the tree for Christmas Day. And I'm the youngest, and it was a night where my father never came home.
Alcoholism was common in Moe's family. His mother's parents died of alcoholism. He says he more than likely would have fallen into the same trap of addiction, but at 14 years old, he went to a children's program which helps families cope with alcoholic family members. He says the program changed his life.
For me, at the age of 14, I started to attend 12-step meetings. And the first 12-step program I participated in was Alateen. And that's a program for boys and girls who, again, love someone who has a problem with alcohol or drugs.
Jerry Moe has written over 19 books and has dedicated 34 years of his life helping families deal with addiction. The Pasadena Recovery Center has been around for 12 years and has treated over 6,000 patients.
You have to be educated on the illness, and our job here is to provide a field where there is an opportunity to get better.
Pasadena Recovery Center CEO Michael Bloom says the center helps those struggling with addiction to focus on healing for the long term.
It's not a quick fix, but having the facility here does give people a chance to be away from their family for a month, sort some things out, and hopefully make some better choices.
Moe says alcohol and drug addiction can be genetic, but that it can also be triggered in children of addicts through environment, stress, and unpredictability. He says his goal and that of the Betty Ford Children's Program where he works is to help break the cycle.
If we educate kids at a young age, that if we give them opportunities to talk openly about what's going on, to learn problem-solving skills, self-care skills, who to go to for help, and we give them these mechanisms that when they face challenges in their life, and hey, we all face challenges, but they might have some other strategies to turn to instead of turning to alcohol or drugs.
Jerry Moe is married and the father of 3 kids. His father has since passed away but died at 38 years sober. Through Alateen, Moe was able to cope with his father's alcoholism and learned how to break his family's cycle of addiction. He wonders what difference it would have made, though, if he had known how to handle his father's alcoholism as a younger child at 7, 8, or 9 years old. And that's partly why he works with kids at the Betty Ford Center and also travels around the world helping kids. Tammy, back to you.
All right, thank you for that report, TK. For more information on how to heal when the whole family is affected by addiction, you can visit thebettyfordcenter.org or PasadenaRecoveryCenter.com.